What's up, lovers? How are you doing today? Today I am making a video about how to not be a boring texter. Yes, you're fucking boring. So I'm gonna give you 7 tips to not be boring and make your text life, can we say that? Maybe your text life a little more exciting, because sometimes, you get the number, you get the digits, you've been talking, or maybe you're in the DM, she responded, and now it's kind of like a little dry. She's not really responding quickly enough, or she's not responding at all. So I don't know what you're doing, but those 7 things should be something you want to implement in your texting method to get better results. Watch her fucking respond, because a lot of guys get in the routine of, hey, what you doing? Where you at? Good morning. No, this is boring. Do you know how many guys text her the same shit? I'm not saying she shouldn't be appreciative that, you're spending some time to text or thinking about her, but it's just boring to her. So that's probably why you're not getting the result that you're looking for. Number 1, you are taking too long. Like, your texts are like paragraph. I call them letters, paragraph, whatever you want to say, especially when you're not in a relationship with the girl, it's not real problems or anything, but it's just like it's too long. Texting, I always say, when you don't know the bitch, is for business. The business is when you try to set up something. So if you know you are a boring texter, do not send her the hey, hello, good morning, what you doing? No, you're not doing none of that. What you need to do is use texting as a mean to an end. If you know that you are a boring texter, you should only text her to be like, hey, let's hang out. Hey, let's go grab a drink. Hey, have you seen this movie? Let's go see it. You need to use text as a way to get something. Because let's say you don't know the girl really well. You're going to say, hey, how was your day? And every day is kind of going to be the same. People have a routine. If you text me, hey, how was your day? I'm going to be like, well, I was in the house. I edited, I shot videos. Yes, it's gonna be very boring. So you're gonna have to find some other stuff to fucking talk about. So I don't feel like, oh my God, okay, here you go with the same fucking question. Let me respond the exact same way, because again, I did the same shit that I did yesterday and the day before and the day before. So you need to use your text as a mean to an end. Number 2, use FaceTime or use voice notes. Use some different shit, because what you don't wanna do is her feel like it's a routine and it's just like boring one more time. So what you need to do, I love when a guy, like, we're texting back and forth and eventually he sends me a voice note because maybe he has something too long to text, or he wants to tell me something funny and I need to hear the tone, so I love that. I love, like, we're texting and then he switched it up to that, or he switched it up to like fucking FaceTiming me. Again, for the FaceTime, you need to know the bitch a little more, because it's maybe weird for somebody to just go straight to FaceTime. Here I am, Some girls need to send you an invitation for you to FaceTime. But let's say you guys are cool or whatever already. You can FaceTime her because what? You're handsome. You got that good ass face. And you're like, yo, she needs to see this hotness real quick. Call her, FaceTime her, because texting gets boring. It gets redundant, repetitive. You want to switch it up a little bit sometimes. Obviously, when you FaceTime her, look presentable. Do not look fucking crazy, because the whole point was to remind her of how sexy you are. So please look fucking sexy. And also, not just for the look, but most people are better in person. I'm way better, I feel. I'm way better in person when we talk, when you see all my personality and stuff. But text, I might like, have some, I might like jokes and stuff, but it's not the same. That's when you experience me in person, I think. So maybe you're the same and you have a way better personality in person than through text. Number 3, another reason why you might be boring is because you're following rules. I'm not trying to give you rules. I'm trying to give you something that might work for you. So you gotta pick what's gonna work for you. So for example, I've heard this rule. If you texted first and then she took 4 hours to respond, you gotta take 4 hours to respond too. I'm like, really? No, I don't believe that. I do not do that. Especially if my phone is in my hand, I'm gonna respond right away. I'm not gonna be like, okay, let me play and wait 4 hours because it took 4 hours to respond. No, I'm gonna respond if I see it. Same, I hear when you first get the number, you need to wait 3 days to text her. Yo, if you were not memorable when you're gonna text me, I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, he finally texted me. I'm gonna be like, who was that? Who are you again? Can you tell me where we met? I mean, maybe because I have bad memory. But yes, there is no point for you to wait fucking 3 or 4 days. Or the same, maybe you guys exchange numbers and now you're like, well, she got my number. She needs to hit me up. Why? Why? I'm not saying she cannot, but why are you waiting on her to hit you up if you want to hit her up? Fucking hit her up. So stop following those fucking rules. Some of these rules are not practical in the way like you're trying to be a better texter, but now you're not going to text fast, or you're going to take 3 days to text, or never text maybe. How is it going to help you become a better texter if you don't text? You're not going to get better. Number 4, change up your greetings. Often, guys, when I talk to a guy, I get the same message every morning. Not saying I don't appreciate, because I'm like, okay, he thought about me or whatever. But every morning, good morning, what you gonna do today? Good morning, what you gonna do? I'm gonna do the fucking same shit I do every day. Stop fucking asking me the same. And it's just like, it lacks originality. It's like, okay, well, you're a little boring. I'm not saying it's a deal breaker, because I'm still gonna talk to you. I'm not gonna be like, oh, he's boring, I'm done. But you don't want to be the boring guy. You want to be the guy that when she get a text, she's like, he texted me, I'm excited. What is he saying today? So never send the same text to start a conversation every fucking day. I'm not saying you cannot send good morning. That's not what I'm saying. But I feel like actually good morning is for like your bitch, like your girls. She's your girl. Don't be sending good mornings to bitches that you're trying to talk to. Like, it's weird. Why are you sending me the good morning? And I'm telling you, the fact that you keep on sending the same, we're gonna start thinking that you're not putting any effort into it, and like borderline, you don't even care about it. It's just like, oh, reflex. Oh, it's 10 o'clock. Let me send her good morning, beautiful. Yes, again, like I said, it's cool you thought about me, but it's boring. For example, me, I mean, I'm a girl. I don't know why I need to tell you. But what I do when I text guys, because I do text guys first and shit, because I don't give a fuck. So when I text, I almost never say good morning or hello. I don't even say that shit. Maybe I'm rude, I don't know. But I go straight to the point and say what I want to say. I always have something to talk about, so I start on a subject. Or maybe there's something that made me think about you and I'm like, yo, I saw this movie and I was like, this part, that's so you. You know, some shit. You find some shit to say. And then eventually maybe, because I feel like I'm rude sometimes by starting the conversation right away. And then I'm like, oh, by the way, hello. You know, and then it's just like a joke. So make sure you always text with a purpose. I am texting you not just to say hello. I'm texting you because I saw something that made me think about you. And then maybe I say hello. Number 5, start telling stories. So yeah, asking questions to get to know somebody is cool, but eventually through text, it gets boring. You want to have those real conversations face to face, because texting is not made to have fucking long ass conversation. It's not. Me, if it's like we're getting to know each other and I'm texting back and forth, and eventually I get tired of texting and I'm like, yo, can we get on a call? Because I'm tired of fucking texting. Especially if we're trying to get on that deeper level and really get to know each other, I might need to fucking talk to you. When I'm telling you start telling stories, you can start with like, I can't believe this thing happened to me last night. And then you start telling the story. Again, I'm not saying you have to make up stories, but shit is happening in your house. Me, even staying in the house all day, you call me, I have some shit to say. I can say what happened. I can say what I was struggling with. I can say a bunch of shit because life is still happening. Sometimes you just need to think of like a little thing that happened during your day and expand on it. It is not difficult. Something happened to you today. Number 6, stop sending so many emojis. Yes. I mean, some of my guy friends are like, I never send an emoji. I'm like, never? They're like, yeah, that shit is feminine. I think it is a little feminine, especially if you send too many. Like, you know, you're crying, laughing, and it's like lines of crying. I'm like, is it that funny? Like, stop. It's weird. Women are the one that tend to like express themselves a little more with emojis. Yes, I do feel it's a little feminine. I'm not saying that you cannot send any emojis, but they have to be sporadic. You cannot just be like texting in emoji left and right. It is weird. I'm telling you, women don't look at it as like you're the man. It's kind of like, And something you need to learn is to express yourself just with words. Yes, you have words, fucking use them. She'll understand how you feel. Trust me, your words are enough to convey the message. You do not need the emojis. You can put one crying, laughing here, one kiss there if if you're on that level. But yes, you don't need to do too much. There is no reason why you should use more emojis than her. No, sir. You don't need to match her on that level. You need to be way lower than her. And number 7, put some effort. Please, you guys, do you know how many messages I receive that might be interested in me? But maybe it's just because they want to fuck, so I don't know. But all they say is, what you doing? Like late night, what you doing? Middle of the day, what you doing? Motherfucker, can you say something else? Because right there, you're sending me that and I'm like, oh, you're trying to fuck. You're trying to come over. You're trying to... No, it's not happening. So try to put a little effort. I know maybe your goal is just to fuck. But for you to be able to fuck, sometimes you're going to have to put in some effort and show that you're a little more interesting than just a pussy, than what you are. Or maybe, I don't know. I'm just saying it doesn't work for me. If you just send me what you're doing, sometime I'm not going to respond because I'm just going to be like, oh, what you doing? Okay, here we go with the what you doing. Shut the fuck up, what you doing? Yes, so that's all I have for you guys. Those were 7 ways to not be boring when texting, to not be dry texting, because, you know, you're trying to see her. You're trying to keep her interested, keep her excited. You need to use these. So that's it. Hopefully you can like, share, comment. I also created a Patreon if you want to see a little bit more of my life, a little bit more sexiness for me. And it's at www.patreon.com/Melli Monaco. And you can also follow me on Instagram at MelliLoveXO and at Melli Monaco. Yes, it's time to go. All right, guys. I will love you forever. Talk to you tomorrow.